Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? I know you guys are disappointed in President Biden's performance at the debate last night, but I told y'all he's old. He is old. And I do believe that, you know, he had a lot to convey to all of us. He wanted to get all the hits on all his accomplishments, but Trump was telling so many lies. You could just see his mind working. He was like, what? Because Trump just, they fact checked him, and I think that Trump told like at least 30 lies last night, and Biden kept saying, "Your everything you just said is a lie." Because he was saying so many lies. Do you waste all your time correcting him, or do you get your message out to the people? So, he was between a rock and a hard spot, I think. But I was really more disappointed in CNN and their coverage after the debate. They hammered Trump. I mean, they hammered Biden, Trump. They did hammer Trump a little bit, but they just went on and on and on and on. That the Democratic Party is panicking. Everybody's in panic because he had a bad debate, because he didn't act like he's a 40-year-old man. He's 81 years old. He is old, yes. But they acted like Biden was a raving lunatic. They just droned on and on and on and on. The Democrats, I'm a Democrat. I am not panicking. I am not. I will vote for Joe Biden no matter what. There's nothing in the world that could make me vote for Trump. And I think the people that don't like Trump and don't want Trump and know that the Republican Party is destroying the United States and all our freedoms, they're not going to vote for Trump. They're not, no matter what kind of performance that Biden, did. So I did tell y'all that, Trump would look strong and that he would be piling it on Biden, and he did do that, you know. But Joe Biden embodies everything that we hold dear, And yeah, Trump looked strong, but he spewed lies. He was insulting as usual, and he didn't answer any of the questions. They asked him direct questions, and all he did was hammer Biden. And unfortunately, everybody seems to think Biden should have been on the defense and just been answering Trump. I think that would have been wrong. I think if he would have been answering every untruth that Trump said, he wouldn't be able to say anything else. And then we would be having another conversation here about, Biden should have spoke about all his accomplishments, which that's what he was trying to do, was speak about his accomplishments and what he wants to do further. So all Trump did was beat up on President Biden. And no one wants 4 more years of a bully causing chaos and embarrassing us on the world stage. Biden is old, and there's a very good possibility that he won't be able to complete serving another 4 years. I trust Joe Biden to uphold his promises to the people through his administration, including Kamala Harris. The only thing Trump has over Biden is he is more fit, physically more fit. Not mentally, but physically more fit than Biden. He's stronger, but he is devoid of honesty, empathy, and integrity. I don't care how fit you are, if you don't have those 3 things, you're not fit to be president. The truth is, my husband for the past couple of months, actually, sorry, I had to put my dog out of this room. I didn't realize she had come in the room with me. But over the past couple of months, my husband has really been on Biden. He, he feels like he didn't handle giving all these aid to Israel and all the military support. He's really, really been upset about that, and he had told me a few times now, I am not going to vote for Biden. And I'm like, yes, you are. Yes, you are. And he's like, no, I'm not. I'm not voting for him. You know, but after the debate, believe it or not, after watching this, he feels differently. Even though he realizes that, Biden didn't look strong, and that he lost his train of thought. I lose my train of thought sometimes too. All of us do. Of course, it was a time for him to shine and not lose his train of thought, but he did. But knowing all those things that happened, my husband said, you know what, I don't care what. After watching Trump and listening to all his lies, he said, I will be voting for Biden. So, take heart and have hope, you guys. Just like my husband, a lot of other people realize and know that Biden has a desire to improve the quality of our lives, and Trump doesn't give a crap. All he wants to do is improve his chances of staying out of jail and, power. He's just power hungry. And Biden has a genuine love for the people that he serves, and that was just so easy to see. So, my husband said, well, so what? He's old. He is old, and he changed his mind. And I know a lot of other people changed their mind also, that, were worried about the economy and the wars going on and everything. And now seeing the difference, even though the performances were different, even though Biden struggled, but you can see who the good guy is, honestly. And that will change a lot of people's mind. That's why I said, no matter what, Biden is going to be the winner, because he's the good guy, really. Trump is a bully. He could care less about people, and, that is for sure, because every question they asked, what would you do to improve the lives? What would you do to help, child care? He didn't answer none of those questions because he doesn't have an answer, because he don't care. He really doesn't. So by Trump behaving the way he is, he just, this is me. That's just that's just the way he behaves. He's showing us who he is. He always has. He's not hiding it. He's not being sneaky. He's telling the world, I'm a felon, I'm an adulterer, although he did say, I didn't have sex with that porn star. Sure. That's why you're convicted. He's a liar, and, he wants everybody to trust him. Nobody trusts him. Even the people that are supporting him, they don't really trust him, Putin was working on getting Trump to leave NATO. That's what he wanted to do. That's why he wasn't invading Ukraine or anything, and it wasn't because, Trump told him not to, because he's listening to Trump and Trump's controlling Putin. That's what he'd like us to believe. I can control Putin. He'll listen to me. No, it's that Putin thinks he can control Trump, and he wanted him to leave NATO. And after we would leave NATO, if Trump is in office, then he'll really start some shit. That Putin will go to town. It'll be worse than it is now. When Trump was in office, he was not respected on the world stage. He keeps saying that, nobody respects the United States anymore. Yeah, because of what Trump had done. Trump was an embarrassment. He really, really was. And I would much rather, of course, have everybody see the United States as a respectable. So Joe Biden is very respected and admired. Just because he had a bad debate performance doesn't change the fact that Trump was a bad president, you know, and he is dangerous. He really is. He ripped away our freedoms. He, drove the economy into the ditch. Millions of people died on his watch from COVID. And people need to remember these things. I saw an interview with some people. I think they were in Michigan, in one of the swing states, and CNN was interviewing a few people that hadn't made up their mind yet. And one lady said, "I don't see Biden doing anything to protect women's rights on abortion. He hasn't done nothing." Do you not know how this works? Do you not know how? He needs to ratify Roe versus Wade. You can't do that unless you have Democrats that will vote it into law and ratify it. You don't seem to understand how things work. President Biden doesn't have a magic wand, and he can't just say, "This is the law." He can't do that. He's not a king. He is not a king. But I'll tell you what, Trump will try to be a king. He will try to take all our rights away. And if he has the people there, if he has the Republicans in the House and the Senate, he'll be able to do all those things that he wants to do. He will burn down democracy. President Biden is trying to preserve democracy. Yes, he's old. Get over it, people. He's old. If you wanted a different person in office, we should have selected one 4 years ago, but we selected Joe Biden. And yes, he's old, and he's getting older, and he's going to slip even more. That's just a fact of life. But that doesn't mean he can't be productive. So just because he had a, bad debate performance in the mind of some people doesn't mean that everything's over and we should panic. I saw a little bit of Kamala Harris being interviewed after the debate, and man, she was going at it. If she could debate Trump, she'd put him in his place in a heartbeat, but she's much, much younger, and she has a lot of stamina, and she would straighten Trump out, and she would call him out on every single lie. I wish she could debate him. She'll make a great president, y'all. She really, really will. And I know people are, for some reason, there are people that don't like her. I don't know if people don't really like her or if there's just, gossip and, I hear it on CNN and MSNBC. They say the polls are down for Kamala Harris. Why? Why don't people like her? She's a wonderful, wonderful woman. She's a great vice president. I like her. I know she can completely take over the job of presidency. So don't worry. Don't worry. We have everything in place that we need. We need to vote blue down the ticket. I know CNN is saying, that maybe Governor Newsom should take Biden's place. I don't know if he has enough time to get all the votes he's needed to make that happen. That's such a big shakeup right now. But I completely, 100% trust that Biden feels like he's unable to perform his duties. He would step aside. He really, really would. So don't worry, you guys, because this is a man of integrity. If it's needed, if he feels like it's called for, he'll step aside. So I know a lot of people are talking to him right now, and it's one debate. It's one debate, you know. President Obama lost his first debate. He became president. So don't worry, okay? Everything's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. People do not want Trump as president, and that's all we need to know. We do not want Trump. It's all you need to know, and that's all we need to remember. So it's going to be okay, you guys. Don't worry. Everything's going to work out. It's going to shake out because, you know, good always trumps evil. No pun intended. Love you so much. Y'all take care. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye for now.